Hey YouTube, I'm gonna be doing a video today on my green tree python enclosure. Someone requested it. I'm gonna try and describe it as best as I can, but since I'm actually not building it, it's gonna be kind of hard. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to ask me, just comment or message me. But I'm gonna try and do my best. To start, the materials you need will depend on the size of the enclosure you want. What I used some molding for the sides, the corners. It's just like plastic, wood, and then PVC, obviously. My whole tank is PVC and plexiglass. And then depending on what you're putting in there, if you're putting green tree pythons like me, you'll need perches. I'll go over how I made those. Screws, obviously. And then, can't think of what these are called today. I'm gonna say latches. I know that's not what they're called though, but whatever. To make your door easily accessible to close and to open. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna remove Gumby because I feel like I'm bothering him. Okay, give me a second. Say hello to Gumby, guys. He looks so handsome. Alright. Put him on the bed to lay down for a minute. And, I feel like I'm forgetting something. A lock. You'll probably need a lock depending on what you put in here. And you might need multiple locks if you have a stronger reptile in it or a smaller one that can escape easier. Alright, so to begin, you're going to want to set out, make a design plan for what you're using completely. Because I had to run to Home Depot like 5 times because I didn't know what I was using. But after you get all your materials, and Home Depot sells like 10-foot poles that you can cut. I used like an electric saw to cut the PVC and to cut the plexiglass. And, but after you get it all measured out, first you're going to build the base, the PVC base. And then you'll have this square. The top won't be on yet. I'm going to model this with my smaller one so you guys can get a better look on it. Hold on, sorry, it's going to take me a minute to open it. But a mistake that I made, I didn't make, depending on what reptile you have in there, you might want to make holes in the top, which you can do with an electric saw. For your heat, I use big heating pads and tape stuck, things like that underneath the cage because I still have to make renovations to these cages. But alright, so you might want to think about what you're going to do for heat before you make one of these too, depending on what you're putting in it. That's the kind of lock I use for my green tree, but see, she's too small so she can get out unless I have this duct taped. What the heck? Which is a pain to open, so that's what I mean by thinking it out first. Okay, after you build your base, which will be the PVC, depending on the size, on this tank, I put the plexiglass on the outside. On Gumby's tank, put the plexiglass inside. But you pretty much just put it together and you screw these on, plexiglass on, one by one to the PVC. You sometimes, depending on how strong your drill is, have to drill the holes first before you can drill the screw into the plexiglass to stick into the PVC. So you get those 4 pieces on, then you use those latches again, which I cannot remember are called, and you'll put the top on. It actually hooks. I screwed it into the PVC, you can't see it, and then to the top plexiglass, so it opens easily. And then you have your top, which is just a piece of PVC, and Gumby's has the base. It's not just it's a piece of just plexiglass. Gumby's has a base, a PVC base, and then a piece of plexiglass. So it really depends on what's going to work best for you and your reptile. That's why if you have any additional questions, you can feel free to ask me. And then for the bottom, her bottom I just screwed on just like these other pieces. But if you want something easy to clean, you can do what I did with my big tank. He's got a removable piece, and I have little silver hooks on the bottom holding it there. I can't, this tank's really heavy, so I can't show you. But they're just little hooks, and good thing I took him out. And you can slide it in and out to clean it, so that's a really good thing. And then I think the last thing is the perches. If you have a green tree, you're gonna want to put the perches on PVC, because you're gonna screw through. Hold on, my lid's not staying up. Screw through the PVC so that the perches are steady. And these are just closet or shower curtain rod hangers. And you have this one, and that can be removable. But if you do something like this, the perch can ultimately push it out. That's why it's better to have the pole to strengthen it. I really think that's all that I can describe. Like I said, if you have any additional questions, feel free to message me or comment and ask me. Sorry if I didn't do a really good description on it. It's kind of hard when you're not actually building it to display what is really being done. But thanks guys. Try and make another new video soon.